What's good with it? Big Kizzle again. Back up in here with another one. I want to talk to y'all about love versus lust. Like how you know when you love somebody versus when you're just lusting over, or you're not in love with them but you're in like with them. Motherfuckers start off the beginning of a relationship, saying the right things, saying what you want to hear, um, taking you on trips, holding your bags, holding the door for you, chivalry type shit. And then once everything goes down, motherfucker, stop being that same person because the challenge is over. There's no more challenge. You know what I'm saying, ladies? This is very important to y'all. I got daughters, so I'm gonna have to play the hypocrite. I got a daughter and I got a son. So first side is for my daughter. It's for the ladies. Alright. You will figure out once you become teenagers and stuff that when you go to school, the boy you with, the man you love, the boy be holding your books and shit, meeting you at the locker after class. He just everything, Prince Charming type shit, all that. And he does this consistently. Y'all ain't never had sex before, which is the reason why this nigga does this shit consistently. And with men, it's like a challenge. It's no different from playing a video game. No different from playing a game. So when the challenge is hard, we go hard. We keep going. We keep going. We keep going. Once that challenge is complete, like we're gonna throw the joystick down, turn the game off. We don't want no PlayStation no more. We want an Xbox. We beat that. So you as a woman, it has to be instilled in you that you keep that challenge going as long as you goddamn have to. You keep the challenge going. You don't let nobody overcome that challenge, because when you overcome something so easily, you ain't gonna want to keep it so much. But when you when you really really work for it, you got respect for it, and that goes with money, that goes with your woman, that goes with anything in life. Nothing don't come easy. You know what I'm saying? If it come easy, something ain't right. But at the same time, the best things in life is free. So the bitch don't come easy don't mean you're supposed to spend your money on it all the time, because the best things in life is free. You know what I'm saying? So juggle that with your mind. Now I'm gonna flip over to for my son, the men. It's no different. It's no different because in these days, the veil is pulled off a woman's face. And when I was growing up, it was you got to take a woman out to date. You got to do all this, all that to get to the. You know what I'm saying? So nowadays, it's been exposed that those women, they always wanted to do stuff more than men. So while you doing all this shit, it can go the same way. Once the challenge is to get. So for men, the challenge is to get this woman to lay down with me. For a woman, the challenge might be to see how much money this man can spend on me, how much money I can get this man to spend on me. You know what I'm saying? So that's another challenge. As soon as you meet her, you spending money on her, you done fucked up, because now she gonna treat you like a simp. You know what I'm saying? Brewster ass, and you a Brewster. For real, for real. So you don't wanna do that. You wanna keep it going too, you know what I'm saying? Like yo, spending money on a woman, this should be treated like your virginity. Like they gotta work for this shit. You know what I'm saying? They gotta work for this shit. You know how they be saying like, you gotta work for it. You buy her dinner and all that shit and spend money on her. In reality, you shouldn't have to spend nothing financially to get to something that's spiritually. You feel me? Like if you trying to get to her heart and you spending money, materialistic shit that ain't spiritual, like that's gonna be some temporary shit. And once your money run out, you fucked. Like you cooked. Like you can stick a fork in your ass because you done type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just for my son. For the men. So I mean, in conclusion, you don't want to be easy. You don't want to be easy. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, you always want to keep this mysterious mysterious thing about yourself, because that keeps a person wondering. You know, when you give all of yourself to a person, then they can figure you out. The challenge is done. You don't want to like let nobody know you figured them out. You don't want to let nobody figure you out. So don't be so open when you first meet a person and all that, telling them everything. Like, you might be so struck in the head with a sledgehammer, the love sledgehammer, that you like, oh, I gotta share this, I gotta do this, I gotta tell them. No, you do not. You don't have to do that. You don't have to tell nothing. What you want to do is tell something and leave out information to make it mysterious, because curiosity, it killed the cat, because the cat kept going. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep a person going. You don't want nobody to know you. You never want to do that. And bitch, you can't know me, because I'm changing every day. I'm evolving. If you don't grow, you dead type shit. So you don't want nobody to just sit here and feel like they know you and everything. So you go into the relationship, you go into that shit, and you have this, I would say, 80% humbleness and empathy, but you always want to have this 10%, no, 20% swagger. You got to be swagged out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have this 20% thing about yourself, to where you that nigga, or you that bitch, or you that woman, or you whatever you want to be. You got to have that, because if you don't, then you secluded into everybody else and everything else around you. So you got to have this thing about me, like, bitch, you lucky you get to see me. My presence is a present, you know. But you don't want to do too much of that shit, because you're gonna come off as arrogant and all that shit. So you just want to balance this shit out. It's all about balance. Too much of anything is too much of anything, you know, and it'll cause problems. So be mysterious, you know. Be mysterious. I'm about to close this video, but be mysterious and create curiosity, because once a person knows you, knows everything about you, they feel that since they can predict you, that you are not interested anymore. You want to stay interested. Don't let nobody know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you wake up one morning, cook your man breakfast. The next day, don't cook that nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do, you're going to create a pattern to where he expects you to do it, and he think he know you. So do that shit often, but not too often. And stay very, very mysterious. Um, a saying that just came into my head from a download: if you stay mysterious, then your significant other will stay curious. You know, remember that. And we love mysterious things as human beings. Like, we really love it. And once you know the psychology behind human beings loving to explore the unknown, and you know, like, that's probably why some women and some men like people who do them bad, who put their hands on them and all that, because that's not the norm. You know, some people are attracted to pain, some people are attracted to love, and some people just addicted to not being happy. You know, it's amazing that for some people, the majority that I've seen, like, we want to be happy, but there are cases when I met people who, they say they want to be happy, but you can tell, like, spiritually, you could tell that they don't like to be happy. Like, when they become happy, they become scared, nervous, because they so used to being treated wrong. So some people are addicted to pain, and you got to recognize what you're dealing with, who you're dealing with at all times. And you don't want to go into meeting a person not knowing if they psychotic, this and that, addicted to pain and all that, and you done gave them everything about you. You feed that shit. You spoon feed, little bit at a time, Don't give too much. You don't want them to get full too quick, you know. So spoon feed. If they ask, you tell. If they don't ask, don't be from Tennessee and volunteer no information. You ain't no volunteer. So that's just some of the things that I learned throughout life, and I want to share that with my son, my daughters. I love y'all, and if you ever get stuck in life or you need some guidance, and go to my channel. Like, go to my channel or pick up the phone and call me. And that goes for anybody. This is our grandma's wisdom. If it weren't for her, I probably wouldn't be here talking to y'all. So if you need any kind of advice, reach out to me always, or watch my channel. I'm gonna try to put everything she instilled in me that helped me. I'm gonna put everything on this channel. All the little wise sayings she used to say, how to recognize people, all that. I'm gonna flood this motherfucking channel with that shit, because a lot of people not being taught about God and being taught about wisdom. So with that being said, I love y'all. Rewind this video, keep it in your heart, stay mysterious if you want people to stay curious. Love.